Hello, conscious co-creators, and welcome to your daily double readings for the week ahead. These are the decks that we'll be using to get 2-card combos for you to choose from for the next 5 days. Of course, you'll find the timestamps for each of the daily double readings Monday through Friday listed in the description below for you. So feel free to watch them however it is that you feel called to. You can watch them day by day and get your insight for each day at a time, or you can watch all of them at once and choose your guidance for the entirety of the week. I hope that this serves you, and I will see you in your daily double reading. Welcome to your daily double reading. Today we will be using this animal deck, which I got on Etsy and doesn't really have a name that I can recall, along with the Wandering Moon Tarot to get you 2-card combos to choose from for your message. So we'll start with the animal deck, and you can tune into your intuition. Start asking which of these 2-card combos is going to provide me with the animal message and understanding that I need for the day. Ooh, that one wanted to flip right over, so we'll take it. And we'll add the tarot to these. Ooh, I see this one. I'm gonna grab it. There we go. Got it. Okay, let's set these for you. All right, card option number 1, or card option number 2, or combo number 1 and combo number 2, whichever one you feel most intuitively called to today. Once you have made your selection, head down to the timestamps under the Monday pull and click the timestamp next to the combo that you've chosen, and I'll see you in your daily double reading. Hello group 1, and welcome to your daily double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo for your animal message. So let's take a look at the animal that's showing up here to guide you first. The Light Seeker, this is the moth. Through endings and sadness, grief and life's unbalanced nature, I remain focused on the light. It brings joy to my best days, and the faith it is there in the darkness brings comfort during my worst. Interesting. It brings joy to my best days, and the faith it is there in the darkness brings comfort during my worst. I don't know how grammatically correct that energy is, but basically what this is saying is there is a light in the darkness. If you've been experiencing endings, transition, something that you're going through that's providing you with a bit of hurt, sorrow, sadness, or you're moving through some sort of a grief about a loss or something that's become unbalanced in your life, the moth is helping you to seek the light, and then to also understand that the nature of life is to create imbalances that then help us understand to become more balanced, to be able to understand the darkness so that we can seek the light and understand that there isn't just darkness and there isn't just light. Both are a part of our experience. Also, I love the use of the word faith here. Faith is there in the darkness, and it brings comfort, faith and comfort, even during the most difficult times. So let's see what's connected here. The 8 of Stars. Ooh, I love this. Okay, this is the 8 of Pentacles in this deck, and you can see there's a needle and threads. It's like sewing your life, sewing the cosmos, sewing your experience. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of hard, diligent work. And so for this group, I think that Spirit's coming in to just let you know that whatever it is that you're working on, moving through, whatever it is you're working on, healing, whatever has been bringing you down, or if you've been like diving into the darkness, if you've been experiencing some grief and learning how to work through that, if you've been seeking the light in the darkness, the Eight of Stars tells me that today they want you to keep doing that you're on the right track, that you're doing the work that you need to do in order to exist and understand both the dark parts and the light parts of yourself, of your journey, of your experience. So keep up the good work. I feel like Spirit is really giving you like a pat on the back and a comforting hug, telling you keep the faith. Everything is always changing. It's not always going to be like this. And if it is hard, doing the work that is required of you as a human being to understand yourself better, to understand your grief, to understand your sadness, to understand the imbalances in your life, that's all part of the journey. And you, group one, are doing a wonderful job. So again, keep up the good work. You are on the right track. And this light seer, this moth, is helping to remind you that there is, right, points of light in the work that you're doing and in the darkness. Even if it feels hard, you are on the right track. So keep doing what you're doing. Seek the light. I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, please like this video, share it with others so they can choose their daily doubles for the week. Leave me a comment down below if this resonates, and I will see you in the next daily double. Hello group 2, and welcome to your daily double reading. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your animal message. So let's first take a look at what animal is showing up to guide you today. Oh, that's right, the koala. This wanted to flip right out, and I got it before I even got a look at it. It says the word serene. This is very peaceful, restful energy coming from this card. Peaceful security abounds in my home. It is my safe haven, a place to rest, nourish, and nurture self. So this is a day where they want you to like make sure that you're making time for these points of serenity. Essentially, the koala is coming in to remind you that it's okay to rest, that you don't always have to be go, go, going. And there is a connection here to the home space or your safe spaces, safe havens, and to give grace, gratitude, to honor those spaces and places for yourself. If you have been feeling, for instance, that your place of serenity or your home or wherever it is that you spend a bunch of time doesn't seem to be as peaceful as it usually is, then it may be worth it for you to take a moment to look around and kind of, they keep showing me the word grace, gracefully kind of rearrange things or set things back into their rightful places to have this calming kind of peaceful serenity energy existing with you, spending some time there, allowing yourself to breathe there, giving yourself a moment, for instance, today, definitely. But I would say, you know, on the regular, especially if you've been missing this, today they're reminding you that there is a space and place where you can feel safe and comforted and peaceful, and that it's up to you to be able to, you know, use that, honor that space, use that space for yourself, even if it's just a little moment. Let's see what's connected. The Knight of Wands. Wow, interesting. Okay. The Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight, right? This is the Knight of Fire. Okay, this is connected to, interesting. It's connected to like this burst of inspiration, or what it really feels like to me, group number 2 for you is the answer, like the solution. And so continuing to kind of lean into the fire to find a solution or an answer is not going to work for you with this combination. What they're telling you is you will have the spark or feel the spark or the answer or the solution that you're looking for in order to be able to move forward quickly if you can take a moment in this safe haven, right? In this space of peace and serenity. So if you feel like you've been looking to figure out how to get through a block or overcome a challenge, or if you've been feeling obstacle energy, or if you've just been feeling like you're overdoing it, that there's never any time, you know, I got to keep going and pushing, and I want to move this forward fast. What they're telling you is that is available. However, it's not available if you push. If you get into the low expression of this Knight of Wands, it's not going to accelerate your energy. The way to actually accelerate the energy, find the solution, answer, etc., is to move into the serene place, to have the peace within, to like allow yourself to feel grounded, to nourish yourself, to rest, and to kind of nurture your energy. And this is the feeling, you know what this feeling is like when you have allowed yourself the time to rest, you wake up and there's this insight, or there's this answer, or there's this perspective that's right in that waking state that you would have never thought of if you just kept thinking and thinking and thinking about it. And it's the exact solution you need. It's the exact perspective you needed to look at this in. And then you're able to move forward by leaps and bounds because you have it now, where the way to get it is to create the space by allowing everything to kind of come down and be relieved of the pushing and the doing and the fire and the let's go and the impulsivity and the trying and trying and trying. So group 2 today, allow yourself time to rest, to nourish yourself in some kind of way, to nurture your mind, body, spirit, knowing that if you sit in that energy, there's going to be this space that is made for you to be able to receive a quick answer, a solution, an insight, a new idea, a new perspective that is going to catapult you forward. So I hope you enjoyed this and this served you. And if you did, and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, please like this video for me, hit that like button, share with people who you think would like to choose their daily doubles for the week as well. And leave me a comment down below if this resonates with you today, and I will see you in the next daily double. Welcome to your daily double reading. Today we will be using the Goddess Power Oracle along with the Moon Magic Tarot deck to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. And of course, this is a goddess that we're calling in with a message for you today. So you can tune in and connect to that masterful energy, those enlightened masters, that high up vibe on your spirit team, that channel that gets you into that enlightened masters energy, and ask which of these card combos is going to serve me today. Which goddess do I need to support me? Let's add the tarot. This here? Yes, okay. Jeez, very specific. Okay. Card combo number 1 for you, or card combo number 2. Once you've made your selection, you can head down to the description under the Tuesday timestamps and click on the timestamp next to the card combo that's resonating most with you, and I'll see you in your daily double reading. Hello group 1, and welcome to your daily double reading. If you're listening to this, then you have chosen the first card combo here for your goddess support and assistance. So let's see which goddess is going to be showing up for you. Okay, we've got Freya here and Radical Acceptance. This is card number 15. 15 is an interesting number, as well as comboing that to a 6. So there's some sort of really grounding energy. She is a Norse goddess, and she's ready to have at it, to go to, you know, the fight, the battle, war, etc. This feels the phrase that they're saying for you, group number one, is doing what you have to do, which is interesting. So radically accepting perhaps what it is that you're facing and being able to have at it, get at it, look at it, you know, deal with it, manage it. Let's see what's connected. The Page of Wands, interesting. So this is like a new chapter news, okay. Okay, a Page of Wands is a page of fire. And what they're saying is, you see how this wand is kind of being given to you on a pillow or like a silver platter? The way that you're going to be able to understand the messages that you need to be able to move through whatever situation it is that you're moving through, or in this case, like, because she feels like she's ready to fight. If you've been going through some sort of a conflict, even if it's like just a conflict in your mind or something that you're pondering that's not sitting right with you, or maybe you have a conflict going on in your relationship or at work or in your home, you know, something's going on to where it makes you feel like you need to be defensive or you need to fight. The Page of Wands is always going to bring in news, or it's like the energy of a new chapter. This feels like it's a new way to move forward. And with Wands energy, it's a creative way. It's an inspiring way. It's about exploring a different way to bring that fire to your life or to the situation. And here, I feel like the only way we're getting the information or the news is by moving into acceptance, because what that does is it kind of like clears the energy. It balances it back out. It takes you out of your head and back into your fire or your soul spirit energy, so that you can open up to receive this on a silver platter, literally. So I think that there is some news or some messages that are meant to be given to you, especially connected to anything that's you're warring with. So again, something that you're thinking about in your mind, something that's maybe been bothering you, something you've been questioning. And Freya wants you to just move into acceptance. This isn't the kind of acceptance that you kind of take the time to ponder it. I think you've already been doing that. Radical acceptance is not asking your mind to figure it out or analyze it further. Radical acceptance is just surrendering and going, fine, I accept it as it is. That's it. I'm just going to move into acceptance about this, and I'm not going to think about it any further. And I think it's almost like they're showing me like this poof, this puff. It's like a puff of smoke or puff. It's like a clearing energy where all of a sudden, poof, now we have the ability for us to call in this or absorb it. Observe it, absorb it. Yeah, like it comes in now and we're like, oh, this actually feels quite good. I would have never thought about creating that in that way, using that as a jumping off point, looking at it in that way. I would have never thought to try something like that. Exploring a creative solution, being open to new avenues that you could take, new things that you could try, being like inquisitive and allowing yourself to kind of wonder about it and leave the space open for spirit to deliver. I think there's been something that's blocking you, group one. And my guess is it's a conflict energy for sure. That's what I'm feeling. It just feels like something that's either nagging you or bothering you or annoying you or frustrating you, and you just can't let it go. And what they're saying is just accept the situation, accept that person, accept the situation as it is, and this will then provide you with the insight that you need, that kick that you need to go ahead and do it, to have at it, to get it done, as they were saying in the start, to just move into this energy of, okay, now I can have at it. Now I can do what I need to do. I don't feel like we understand what it is we need to do until we move into radical acceptance or into acceptance. And that's not weird. That's actually often the case. You can't get the wisdom or the insight that you need to be able to make a decision if you haven't first accepted what it is that you're facing or what you're actually dealing with. So my advice for you today, group number one, is to just try your best to radically accept whatever's going on. right now. Whatever it is you've been pondering, whatever is bothering you, just look at the situation, the person, the experience, what's happening as it is and go, okay, this is what it is. I understand that. And I'm open to whatever it is that would come in, an insight that would come in to help me feel inspired to move in a new, different direction with this thing, person, situation that's been bothering me. And you will receive with a page, right? The news will come, the insight will come, the message will come, and probably through the energy of Freya. You can see how she looks, and I'm sure you can pick up her vibe and how this card feels. So it'll probably feel like a very grounding truth. It's like, this is the situation, this is the acceptance of it. And then you sit in that energy, knowing that your channel is open and asking her to deliver this wand for you. And then it'll be like, we're ready to go. We understand now. Let's try this. Let's be open to trying this or doing this or maneuvering in this way or creating this, etc. So I hope that this serves you for the day, group number 1. It's a bit of a tall order if something's been bugging you for a while, but I think it will be well worth it for what it is that you will be able to experience on the back end of just radically accepting the situation. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, of course, you know what to do. Please feel free to leave me a comment below if this resonated with you, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello group 2 and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your goddess message. Let's see which goddess is going to be supporting you for the day. Wow, look at this, Spider Woman. Card number 48 and co-creation. This just feels like we're being lit up and we're building something, right? There's something that's being woven, that's something that's being given, there's something that you're working on right now that you're not working on alone. Yeah, and look at all of this red. I mean, this just feels extremely creative, inspiring, but it also kind of feels very grounded at the same time. Like we're not just pulling this stuff out of the ethers. It's very connected perhaps to who you are as a human, right? Your journey, your path, your purpose. It also just feels like she is coming in, Spider-Woman's coming in to aid you in the weaving of that further. Let's see what we have connected. 5 of Wands, yeah, fire energy, shift or change. This is, yeah, she's helping you prepare. It feels like she's helping you get things in place. You're not, whatever you're working on right now, whatever you're creating, whatever you're bringing to life, whatever it is that you're putting your energy and time into, group 2, you are certainly not alone in doing this. I mean, we never are, but this energy just feels like, let's work together to create something that is connected to your purpose. What they really said was that means something, but I thought that was kind of harsh, but I guess not, right? Like, let's work together to create something that means something. Maybe it means something to you. Maybe it's going to mean something to the people that come into contact with it, who use it, who observe it, you know, who take it in. I don't know what it is that you're creating, but like I said, you're definitely not doing this alone. The 5 of Wands in a low expression is something to be aware of. That would put you in a place where you are very competitive, and it's not the good kind of competitive, where you're comparing yourself to other people. I haven't gotten this done yet. This person's is better than mine. I wish I could do it like them, yada, yada, yada. So Spider Woman is going to help you stay out of that kind of low frequency when it comes to whatever it is that you're weaving, creating, trying to bring to life, etc. And instead, she's going to put you in the high frequency of this, which is, it's beautiful. This energy is this energy in the high expression. The co-creation energy is a 5 of Wands in a high expression, which is about working together as a team to prepare, to shine, to reveal something, to bring something into the spotlight or put yourself into the spotlight. So I think that you are on a really amazing track, group number 2, in whatever it is that you're creating, and you're meant to now work with Spider Woman to understand that you're not alone in doing this. You don't only have to rely on like your mind and your, you know, and your heart and your creation and your creative abilities to bring this to life. You're being aided. There's help here. There's help available to prepare you and get everything set up and in order, and to follow the right, you know, nudges. because eventually this is going to come to life in a way that, again, is really either going to serve you, serve someone else. It's really connected to your beautiful, purposeful energy. So I would say keep up the good work and make sure that you are open to the help and the assistance of Spider-Woman, showing you, where it is you need to maybe adjust something or weave something different or take a break or have at it. This is beautiful energy, and I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, you know what to do. Please leave me a comment down below if this resonates, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Messages from the Mermaids mini along with the Oceanic Tarot mini. It's a double mini day and it's all about the sea today to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. So we'll start with Messages from the Mermaids. You can allow yourself, if you'd like, to picture the sea, picture the ocean as you're tuning into your intuition, since we have double kind of ocean themed cards here, if you'd like. And let's add the tarot. Ooh, there's 2. Okay, well, that was easy. All right, is it card combo number 1 or card combo number 2 for you today? Once you've made your intuitive selection, head on down to the description box and click on the timestamps under the Wednesday readings connected to the card combo that you've chosen, and that will send you right to your Daily Double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. Let's first take a look at the keyword and the message from the mermaids for you. Ooh, keywords, I guess. The future, the future. I'm just listening for a second. So this feels like there's some sort of planning for the future or envisioning. She kind of almost looks like she's looking into like a crystal ball there. You see that? It's like being able to envision or see your future, perhaps making some plans that have to do with your future. It feels very brow chakra heavy. Like I'm seeing a vision of what I want to bring to life, or a dream coming to fruition, or a goal being reached. Let's see what's connected to give us more info. Ooh, yes. Okay. Wow, look at this. The Fool card, and it literally says new beginning. So there's a new beginning happening in your future. That's for sure. Look at this combo. The future is a new beginning. Yeah, they're saying the future is a new beginning. I mean, we could say that about anything, right? Like every day is a new beginning. But I think here you've been dreaming about or envisioning a new way to do something, a new way to be, a new place to live, a new path to take. And this is Spirit's kind of this feels like serendipitous energy or miraculous energy for some reason. It feels visionary, imaginative, but also like the divine is sprinkling some sort of magic connected to the vision that you have for this new beginning. And it almost feels like, yeah, it's going to happen. It's like you're going to dive into it. So I would say it's very important for you, group number 1, to hold tight to your visions for the future, to pay attention to what it is you're dreaming about, the goals that you actually have. And not only that, but to actually envision them for yourself. Make sure that you're like spending time in your imagination, allowing yourself to dream a bit. Or if you notice that there are certain visions that are popping up in your mind's eye, take note of them, especially if they have to do with your future. Symbols, signs, visuals like landscapes, things like that. Anything that you're seeing in your mind's eye that have to do with a future vision. Even if you don't know that it's to do with your future, this tells me that's what it would be around. And your mind may not understand. Like if you just see like a symbol or a sign that says something on it in your mind's eye, take note of it is what I'm saying. Because it's connected to some new beginning that is going to happen in your future. It's connected to a fresh new adventure, a new start. That's what the Fool energy is. The Fool is card 0. It's the beginning of the major arcana, and it marks a new adventure for yourself. It just is like a new path that you're willing to explore, something that you're willing to, in this case, dive into. And I suspect that this will be given to you in bits and pieces, so like nuggets about this. Maybe you already have this vision and you've been collecting spirit nuggets on it. This is like keep collecting it, because it definitely is, keep collecting them, because they definitely are connected to the intuitive orchestration of when that new beginning is going to happen, and then you being able to say yes to it and dive on in. This doesn't feel to me like it's today, but there's some kind of, again, serendipity, or there's something to do with lining up the luck, miracle energy, sprinkling the glitter, the spirit glitter, where they want you to know about this today. And so in the future, I feel like it's like they're setting you up now to understand, to be aware of all of the little nuggets that they're placing, and that they are connected to a future new beginning or new adventure or new path that you're going to be embarking on. And to make sure with a Fool card that you are aware of your intuitive nudge to go ahead and make that leap or take that dive, and to trust in the unknown. That's what the Fool is about. It's like, I don't have all the answers. I don't know exactly what's going to come up on this path, but I am willing to explore it. So when that time comes in the future, they're wanting you to know right now to pay attention to the signs, the messages, the implications, the nuggets, all those little insights. They're not for nothing. If there are serendipitous, weird things that are happening, or you're noticing something, then you notice it again, take note of it. It's connected to this fresh start here that's going to happen in the future for you. Woo! So I hope that this serves you for the day. Very exciting kind of energy for you. A nice reminder, your team coming in to be like, hey, please pay attention. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, you know what to do. Please leave me a comment down below if this resonates for you, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo for your message. So let's take a look at the mermaid prompt here first. Free spirit. Ooh. She feels like she is relaxing, and just look at, she's staring us down, right? But she's relaxed. She's like, I'll do what I feel called to do when I feel called to do it. Just want to hold this card again for a second. They're saying that you will go where the wind takes you, or where the wind points you. It's like you're going with whatever is flowing, literally. It's like literal go with the flow is what they're saying. A free spirit energy is about knowing that you are free to choose. And I also just, like, she's going to be moving with the current. That's what this feels like. It's like when she feels called to, after she's kind of relaxed here, she'll let herself kind of float up, and however the current takes her, the current takes her. And she trusts. It's like this feeling of divine flow where you're implicitly trusting the flow to guide you to the exact right destination spot, like landing place. Let's see what's connected for more info. Ooh, look at that. Most certainly this is what's happening with the Justice card, and she puts balance here. The Justice card is a card of truth. It's a card, of course, of balance, fairness, etc., things working out. However, I like to read, and this is how I'm picking it up today, I like to read the Justice card sometimes in this feeling of you being on your truthful and divine path, you knowing you are on the right path, you hopping back onto your path. And so clearly for you, group number 2, what they're saying is if you want to feel balanced on your path forward, as you move forward, it's all about understanding that you can be free to follow the flow, that actually the orchestration is kind of taking care of it. It's the message here is literally go with the flow in order to step into or experience, experience the justice or the fairness or the balancing out that you desire. This is not about forcing, it's about being free. Also, there's a side message for some of you, this may resonate. This isn't the majority energy, but for some of you, if there's been something that's been going on where you have not been free, right? Like where you're fighting a battle in court or some kind of legal thing here, they're giving you the indication that you will be free of it right here. So if that's you, that's a side message, but if that's you, that's definitely indicated here. They're literally telling you you're going to be free, right? Things are going to be worked out to free you. So that's just a side message. But the majority energy is about allowing yourself to kind of live freely, knowing that that's how justice is presented to you. And by justice, I mean just the balanced flow, knowing you are on your path of truth, knowing that you can trust the universe to guide you, or trust the current or the wind, as they were saying at the start, to guide you and just kind of like show you where you're meant to be now and tell you what it is that you're meant to do now. And you will feel firmly on your path of truth when you get this kind of justice card. It will feel like, yes, this is exactly where I'm supposed to be at the exact right time. Wonderful. So trusting in the divine orchestration, I would say, trust your divine orchestration guides, but also in the universal understanding that you can never be in the wrong place. Otherwise, you wouldn't be there. You know what I mean? Like there's always a reason why you are placed and put and walking the path that you are on at this time. You do have free will. You are a free spirit. You do have free will to choose. However, there's something beautiful in allowing the current to take you, and because it will drop you somewhere. It's going to land you somewhere. And at that point, you listen and then you choose. The choice to allow the current to take you is a part of free will, right? Like you can choose to swim against the current, you can choose to paddle and avoid certain things if you want, or you can choose to allow yourself to be free. And I have a feeling if you do that, group number 2, even just today, it might have you like being at the right place at the right time to meet somebody new, or to say hi to someone new, or just I don't know, experience something that you otherwise would not have if you were fully and firmly white knuckling the wheel. So I would implore you to, allow spirit to take the wheel a bit today and let yourself see where it leads you, because it feels like it's going to be very grounded and feel really good. So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, you know what to do. Please leave me a comment below if this feels like it's resonating with you today, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Miracles Now. This is an inspirational affirmations deck along with the Muse Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message and of course your affirmation for the day. So you can tune on in. Because we're using the Miracles Now deck, you may want to kind of like vibe out the sparkly energy of what miracles feel like in order to tap into your channel so you can choose the combo that's most resonating with you. Wow. They said stop to me, so they must be in here. Okay. All right, I'll let you see. They're fishing. They want me to fish out these cards. Interesting. This one? Okay. All right. There we have it. Let's add the tarot. Wow, I just feel like these cards are really feeling, they're like shuffling, kind of like, see, they're all over the place. And then Spirit's have it showing me to the card. Is it this? No. No, it's this one under here. This card. It's very interesting how they kind of had us shuffle and pull both of those decks like that. Sometimes it's important to notice how the deck is being shuffled, the kind of energy that's included with the shuffling. Okay, here we've got the 2-card combos for you to choose from. Combo number 1 or combo number 2. Once you've been called to a particular combo, head down to the description under the Thursday timestamps and select the timestamp next to the combo that you've chosen. And I'll see you in your daily double reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you are listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here. We're going to take a look at your affirmation for the day from the Miracles Now deck first. I speak with confidence because the world needs my light. So this is very throat chakra energy, right? Opening up the throat, speaking from a confident place because the world apparently needs to hear it, see it, understand it, etc. If you've been kind of feeling unconfident with how it is that you're communicating, or maybe you've been worried about like saying something in a certain way, this kind of affirmation guides you to use your voice essentially in a way that feels it's not overbearing. That's what they just said. So the word overbearing is what they used. So you're not using your voice or your language, thank you, in an overbearing way. It's a confident, grounded, integral kind of energy. And basically this card, this affirmation is telling you that you're not supposed to remain quiet or small, to like close your throat. Let's see why. Let's see what's connected here. Ah, okay, interesting. So this is swords in this deck, 4 of voices, 4 of swords. This definitely has to do with communication. So doubling down on the communication energy with the suit of swords as well. This in particular is a peaceful energy. You can see she's kind of like resting in a cosmic pool, and she's got her eyes closed and she's receiving and giving insights and communication as she's doing that. The 4 of Swords often tells you that if you're bothered by something or worrying about something, stressing out over something, it's best to like sleep on it, to have a bit of rest, to allow yourself to kind of look at it from a different viewpoint in the morning, that kind of thing. It's also a card of peace of mind, of rest in the mind, meaning, you know, it feels like your mind can be at ease now. So there's a couple of messages comboing this, and feel free to choose the one that's resonating most with you, or choose them both, you know, if you're aligning with them both. The first is that if you speak your mind about this, or you speak up because it needs to be said, then you'll be able to rest your mind, right? Like if it's been bothering you and you need to say it, you know, practice how you need to say it. Do whatever you have to do to say it in a way that really feels good and aligned for you, but say it because it will provide you with like a relief almost in your mind. The other piece and part of this is if you are fired up, the other message is if you're fired up about something, it's really bothering you, and you feel like you do need to say something, but you're not in the space, or you don't have the words to say it yet, right? You don't have the way that you want to communicate it kind of in a spot where you feel good about it, then take a breather on it. You know, give yourself a minute, a moment, talk to somebody about it. Give yourself the night, right? Sleep on it. You might have an insight in the morning that really helps you express yourself confidently the way that you actually want to. So those are 2 different messages. Maybe both of those are happening for you at the same time. The key here is that you're not supposed to close your voice. However, you're not supposed to be in this like, again, it's like over dramatic, over protective, over exaggerated type of energy either. This feels very grounded and peaceful, like there is a resolution that happens with you speaking up. So that's why they're saying you want to make sure that you know what it is that you are going to say, or that you feel confident in communicating it in the particular way that you're going to communicate it, so it feels good to you. And then we get this really nice, peaceful kind of vibe. So I hope that this serves you for the day, group number 1, and that you'll be able to get to this like really awesome, confident, peaceful, peace of mind kind of place where you know this is exactly how you want to communicate it, and it kind of brings this resolution in for you. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, of course, you know what to do. Leave me a comment down below if this is resonating with you for the day, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you are listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your affirmation and message. Let's see what we have for the Miracles Now deck for you today. Relationships are assignments for optimal growth and healing. It feels like just saying this, it just opened up this whole other like aspect of your energy that was muffled, they're saying. Muffled, interesting word to use, Spirit. Muffled, or like closed off. Just saying the affirmation in and of itself kind of opens your energy up to a different kind of perspective or a new kind of understanding or something that you can work with in a different way as it concerns your relationship, right? This is talking about a certain relationship that you may be in, that you're either trying to understand, or maybe you're having a bit of a hard time with, or it doesn't need to be a hard time. It could be that you're having an amazing time. This is a higher perspective understanding of why it is we get linked up with and attracted to the people that we are kind of attracted to and are living amongst and are exchanging energy with. So there's some sort of like boom opening up that wants to happen just by making this statement. So group number 2, I would say, you know, you can write this down if you want, but if you recite this throughout the day, expect that there's probably going to be some little nuggets of wisdom that are coming in, or some bits of insight that are getting to you, because I immediately felt just this like, it's like taking the lid off something. That's what it felt like boom, like taking the lid off it, or like whatever was muddled or foggy, all of a sudden like it's clearing up. It's like when you're driving on a, right, thank you, yes. When you're driving on a road and it's really foggy and you're like, I can barely see in front of me. Are these lights even helping me? I feel like they're making it worse. And then boom, you're just not in fog anymore. You know, it's like that. That's what that felt like. So let's see what's connected to this energy to give us more information about what's going on here. Okay. 3 of Voices. This is the 3 of Swords. As you can see, it's a pretty painful energy. This is like one of the hardest cards in the tarot. I personally think it's probably the hardest card. However, it feels like what's happening here is you say this statement and the door opens up for you, and now you can kind of like get up and start to understand something that caused you quite a bit of pain or trauma or heartache. The 3 of Swords is a card of a mental persuasion. That's what they just said, a mental persuasion. Okay, Spirit. The 3 of Swords is a card that is a mental card, right? It's about how you're communicating with yourself in your mind about difficult experiences that you've had in the past. So that could be anything from, you know, a loss or a traumatic experience or event, to some sort of grief, the trauma. I said that already. Anything else, like a saddening, a disappointment energy, like trust being broken, any kind of experience that has been difficult or hard. They're trying to get you to understand something differently here, very blatantly. The 3 of Voices, or the 3 of Swords in a high expression, is about opening up your mind, which is why it's like that's what happened here, right? Like we pulled the lid off, and now we have lines in to understand this from a different perspective. So whatever relationship this is for you, where you do still feel the ties of pain, and when you think about it, you think about the trauma that it caused, or the heartache that it caused you, or the pain that it caused you, or the sorrow, the sadness, etc. What Spirit wants you to do here is align with a higher perspective on how this experience or this relationship or the experiences that you had in this relationship or with this person was and always is meant for your growth. Is and always was, thank you, meant for your growth and your healing. So there's something going on for you today, group number 2, and it feels very heavily connected to the power of this affirmation, where the lid gets, something opens up, something gets clear, and now your vision is different about this past experience. And so in a high expression, we start to gain power over our mind again to creatively think differently about these past experiences that were difficult for us or painful for us. And in the present moment, we shift our energy because we're perceiving the past as this beautiful assignment for optimal growth and healing, as opposed to this horrible, horrible thing that happened to me and, continuing to victimize yourself or what have you, right? So this is a beautiful opening and opportunity for you today, group number 2, to perhaps grow and heal, right, with the aid of Spirit, because it just feels like your part in this is to say the statement and to allow the opening to happen. And then, of course, to observe, listen, and pay attention to what's coming in for insights and information and signs and wisdom connected to this for you. So I hope that this serves you for the day. It feels really beautiful, actually, group number 2. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, of course, you know what to do. Leave me a comment in the comments box if this is resonating with you for the day, and I will see you in the next Daily Double. Welcome to your Daily Double reading. Today we will be using the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck along with the Silhouettes Tarot to get you 2 card combos to choose from for your message. So we'll start with the Daily Crystal Inspiration. You can tune into your intuition to see which card combo is going to give you the message that you need to close out the week. Okay, and let's add some tarot cards to these. All right, card combo number 1 or card combo number 2 for you today. Once you have made your selection, head down to the description and check out the timestamps under the Friday polls and click the timestamp next to the combo that is resonating most with you, and I'll see you in your Daily Double reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you are listening to this, you've chosen the first card combo here for your message. Let's take a look at what the crystal card is telling you first. Malachite. It's time to transform. I love this energy. This is most certainly the feeling of the ins and outs of transformation. That's what Spirit's saying right now. The ins and outs of transformation. Let's see what is connected, and we'll get the full message. 8 of Swords, aha, okay. So you can see her. She's got all of these little prickly kind of, stems. I feel like for some reason, I feel like they're rose. They're connected to roses, like thorns in a rose, but we just can't see the roses here. And you see she's kind of on her knees, head down, but look, there's the door right there. So the key with an 8 of Swords is sometimes we can really get ourselves stuck in these mental kind of loops is what Spirit's saying, loops where we believe that we don't have what we need to be able to, in this case for you, group number 1, transform or shift something or move through something for your highest good, to free yourself, right? In this case, Spirit is telling you it's literally all in your head, that you don't have to be afraid, that you don't have to live in some sort of old fear or old illusion, that you don't have what you need, or that you're not going to make it through this, or that this is just how it's going to be, that you're being harmed in some way. Sometimes when you get an 8 of Swords in a reverse position or low expression, the warning is don't victimize yourself in your head, because that's not what's actually happening. That's just what you think is happening. And so that makes it real for you. But here we can see she can just get out that door. She doesn't have to like stand up and face these crazy stems, is what I'm going to call them, because then she would get harmed if she does that. It's like she keeps trying to stand up and she keeps getting harmed, but she's just harming herself because she could just walk out the door, you know, go that away. So it just feels like there's a new self, thank you, there's a new self that wants to kind of come to life, and the confidence in your mind for you to be able to know that it is time for you to transform into this next piece, part of yourself, next version of yourself, that you can do it, that you do have everything you need, and that the only thing that is holding you back is your own mind, is such an empowering energy, right? Your spirit team is coming through to tell you, yes, it is the time to change. You're going through something that is allowing you to become the next version. It's time to transition. It is time to walk toward the light. They're saying walk toward the light, literally. Stop holding yourself back with these narratives because they're not true, right? And you can look for that light and follow that light, and it's going to bring you into like a rebirth type of energy, right? With a transformation, you're always looking at, it's like a death energy, right? Something is closing out, which would be these old thoughts and narratives that are not serving you, or may just plain be not true, right? It might not be true at all. Old stuff that's holding you back, stuff that's keeping you down, stuff that's basically you just lying to yourself. And instead, walk toward the light. Something is ending and dying so something can be reborn, or so that you can be reborn. So walk toward the light is what I'd have to say. Notice if you're having thoughts that are really putting you in a position where you feel bad, and then ask yourself, is this actually true right now? Maybe it was true in the past, but is it true right now? Spirit is guiding you to kind of survey the ins and outs of your mind, and then allow yourself to transform. And I would just say again, look for the light, group number 1. You're on your way to becoming something beautiful, and they just don't want you to stop yourself in your head by believing something that's just not real. They don't want you to stop yourself from being able to have this beautiful experience. So I hope that this serves you for the day. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss any of my future readings, please make sure you've liked the video, share it with a friend or two so they can pull their cards in the future as well, and leave me a comment down below if this is resonating for you, and I'll see you in the next Daily Double. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your Daily Double today. If you're listening to this, you've chosen the second card combo here for your message. We're going to look at what the crystal has to tell you today first. The Smoky Quartz. I love this card. Let it go. This card often comes out of this deck. It's just a beautiful way for Spirit to just be like, time to stop. Stop. Just stop. Yeah, it's the feeling of it's not worth it anymore. Right, thank you. Whatever it is that you're holding on to, gripping onto, and you'll know what this is, group 2. Whatever came up for you, whatever feels like it's resonating with you, it could be a thought, it could be, you know, the way that you're doing something, it could be a habit, it could be a relationship, it could be anything. Could be they're showing me a car, somebody literally like handing over the keys to something. Maybe it's not a car, but definitely handing over the keys to something. I don't know, that's interesting. Keys being handed. Whatever it is that you've been holding on to, whether that's out of fear or control or whatever. Emotional, thank you, emotional. So being afraid of the emotions that will happen if you let this go. Spirit is coming into today to tell you it's not serving you anymore. You've got to let it go. It's a very cool card. A smoky quartz also is such a beautiful, powerful stone to use when you're trying to detach from lower frequency energy, when you're trying to clear your own energy, your heart, your mind, to be able to release something. So if you have a smoky, don't hesitate to use it, group number 2. All right, let's see what's connected to this. Whoa, jabadoosh. Okay, yes, here we are. The Tower card. I love this. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be like, you're just going to decide. Yep. The Tower energy, you can see, look, a lightning bolt comes down from Spirit to kind of upset the foundational energy of this tower. And then you can see that people have to choose, you know, if you're in this tower, are you going to jump? That's the question. But it often indicates a very unexpected kind of bolt of energy or an unexpected insight coming in. It doesn't always have to be, everything's going to be, you know, lost and everything's going to be crumbled to the ground. To me, this message for you, group number 2, and this is something that you are going to feel inside yourself. You'll know when you feel it. This is a snap decision where you go, it's like literally snapping a finger or turning on a switch where you're like, no, I don't need this anymore. And you might almost say to yourself, like, I don't even know why I was holding on to this for this long. Geez, like, I can't believe I was doing that. Please don't beat yourself up too much if that is the case, you know, because there's markers that we have to hit. So remember that. Sometimes we have blinders on. Sometimes we have things going on that aren't really logically explained by your mind. So you might not ever know the answer. Just accept that this was the time for you to let it go. But this will feel like a snap decision where you're like, it's not worth it. And I understand that now and I can accept that now. And so I'm just releasing that now. You know, it's like that. It could be, again, like I said, anything from a certain thought that you were having about yourself or your experience or something that you're going through to you know, a relationship, or, you know, you could be walking away from something. It feels like this beautiful, insightful alignment that happens and you just go, oh, right, I'm not carrying this anymore, done. So that's exciting energy. Spirit is completely on board. They will be the ones providing you with that alignment so that you can align with it, so that you can receive it, so that you can feel like, yes. And you may feel a ton of relief as well. Especially if you think about like gripping something so tightly for so long, or warring with your head, you know, you might get some really good rest after this, or, you know, get to stretch out your hand or whatever it is, and feel like more like it's relief, relaxation. So look for that alignment, look for that insight that helps you release yourself, is what it feels like, from whatever it is that you've been holding on to or carrying for too long or burdening yourself with. It's time to let it go. And it feels like it's going to be really good. And I would say trust it when it comes in. Even if it feels a little too quick, this isn't quick. It's like, this is a marker that you're hitting. I don't feel like this is a quick snap decision that you've made. Like you just started thinking about this morning and then a snap decision. Maybe for you that's what it is, but I think the majority energy is, I have been pondering this for a while, or I've been dealing with this for a while, or I've been in this mindset for a while, or I've been thinking about leaving for a while. And then there's like this snap understanding that says, I'm actually going to do this. And this is another side note, but it may just be you making the decision. If the action isn't there yet, don't worry about that. Spirit's looking for the decision to be made to release it. So I hope that this serves you for the day, group number 2. If you enjoyed this reading and you don't want to miss my future readings, please make sure you've liked this video and hit that like button, that you are subscribed, of course, to the channel. Share this with your friends so that they can watch as well. And leave me a comment down below if this is resonating for you today. And I will see you in the next Daily Double.